Breaking Bad, episode 507. Say my name, Heisenberg. Uh, huh. What to say about it? It was great. Breaking Bad never lets us down, but hmm. I'm kind of absorbing what just happened because the episode was basically Breaking Bad's goodbye to Mike, who over time, from third season on, became a fan favorite. I know for me and for a lot of people I know, Mike was the favorite character on the show, and the whole episode was kind of a goodbye to him. And at the beginning when he's just like, "When I'm out, I'm out." You're like, you could feel it as saying goodbye to him. He's getting all his shit in order and this and that. But unfortunately, the DEA was closing in on him, and then they got a warrant for his arrest. They got his money guy, like some guy that just got introduced in this episode, as far as I know, who was putting money into the deposit boxes at the bank. He got arrested, and I think he was the one. I think he was the one that flipped. If it's somebody else, let me know. But at some point, Walt's in Hank's office, and he's removing the bug, which Mike told him to do. And he overhears Gomez and Hank talking about how someone flipped. And then, Walt tries to help Mike, and he does. He gets him out of the park. Although Mike knew it was coming, he sees these cops pulling up, he kind of hides behind a tree, and he slips out. But then they meet up again, and I kind of saw what was going to happen. Walt went to get his go away bag, and he sees the gun, and then he says to Mike, "Hey, I'm gonna need the names of those people." And they get in their like little final bout where Mike's like, "Dude, this is all your fucking fault. We had a good thing going with Fring. We had a fucking lab. It ran like a machine. You couldn't just be happy making all the money in the world." And he just grabs the bag from Walt, because he's still assuming Walt is not a Gus-like character. He's still assuming that, Walt is pretending to be something that he's not, and he's not really that. And then right away, I'm like, Walt's gonna shoot him. He's gonna pull out the gun, or he's gonna pull out the gun and point it at him at least. And then Walt just looks frustrated and walks away, and you're like, that's not where I expected it to go. I thought Walt was past the point of being pushed around and this and that. But then he walks out of the frame all frustrated. He comes back and he has the fucking gun. And they show Mike look into his bag, and the gun's not there. And it was exactly what I thought was going to happen, but the way they made it play out was interesting. Because I guess, it seemed like Walt didn't really want to do what he did. And it kind of goes into that after he does it. So Walt just walks up, he shoots into Mike's window, and he hits him kind of in the side. But Mike drives off, and you're like, oh, fuck. And Walt's like, oh, fuck. And he hits like a fucking rock or something. And then that's it. But then Walt gets there, and Mike's not in the car. Mike's down by the river. And this is a priceless final scene between Walt and Mike. And it's a pretty damn good bye to Mike. Like, Walter walks up to him, he's like, oh, shit. I just realized Lydia had all the names. He's like, this was totally unnecessary. I didn't have to kill you at all. Which is convenient, like, TV writing, but at the same time, like, it could happen. You'd be, like, caught in the moment, and then you're like, oh, shit, I could have got the names off that chick. Walt is usually a little more thorough than that, but at the same time, it would make sense getting rid of Mike. He's another loose end. I hate to say that about one of my favorite characters, but he is, right? Walt's like saying this shit, and Mike just goes, shut the fuck up and let me die in peace. Great ending to the episode. And then I thought you saw someone walk into the frame in the final shot. Tell me what was going on in the final shot. I'm pretty sure, like, Walt and Mike are the tiny little specks down by the river, and you see someone walk into the shot. Maybe it's Jesse. I don't know. I don't know what happened there exactly. or if I was just looking at the shot wrong. Like, but anyways, that was great, and it's as the episode went on, it was like right from the beginning, I was like, oh man, Mike's gonna like even if I didn't expect him to get killed. I'll tell you that. Until like that scene came, I was like, oh shit, Walt's gonna kill Mike. Which is a very satisfying thing in a way, at least from Walter's character standpoint. Think of how often Mike has pushed him around, and he's tried to kill him and this and that. And he still talks down to Walt, even though it became Walt's business in a way. Like they were equal partners, but Walt wanted to be his business, and Mike kept constantly undermining him. So you had this guy that tried to kill him, was constantly undermining him, talking shit to him. And I think in a way, no matter what, I think Walt just wanted to kill Mike. I think he really did. Tell me I'm crazy, but... and then other than that, there were just a few other things in this episode. Of course, we got another awesome cooking montage. Of course, we got more of like Skylar just being completely fed up, and Walter kind of putting her in her place. He puts Jesse in his place. I mean, other than the ending, I really, really love the confrontation between Walt and Jesse. I thought that was pretty great. Where they kind of have it all out, and Walt's like, well, what else do you have in your life besides video games? Like, and I love how you like, oh, video games suck. Hey man, I got a job off video games, Walt. Of course, I'm not making $5 million, let alone fucking $500 million, but what else you got besides video games and go-karts? How long will it be till you're using again? He really dug it into Jesse. And Jesse, to his credit, was like, you know what? You don't want to pay me the $5 million? Go fuck yourself. And he fucking left. But as my dad was texting me during it, like, Jesse can't be out. I mean, he wants at least the $5 million. So unless Jesse really is just like, fuck it, but I kind of doubt it. But if Jesse is really just kind of like, fuck it, it's going to make it interesting going into the end stretch. Because Walt is trying to replace him. He has Todd, who is like, this will take me a couple cooks to learn, but then maybe after the first couple cooks, Todd is good, and he doesn't need Jesse anymore. Todd knows a lot less than Jesse. Think about that. And then that could be the final brawl between Walt and Jesse, and then Walt and Hank and stuff. It's going to be crazy. It sucks that next week is the last episode, as I've gone over before, probably, or until next year. It's like, why are you making me wait? It's fucking stupid. Make me wait a month, maybe that'd be cool. But a year, fuck you. I mean, I love these writers and everyone that's working on the show, but AMC, what the fuck, man? Wouldn't it be awesome if it came back around Christmas time and shit? Like, you just have a couple month break, you got all the good video games coming out, and then boom, Breaking Bad ends, like, right in the middle of fucking, there's no fucking TV shows on. Next episode, I didn't know what to make of the preview of it. There wasn't too much that got me excited about it. It seemed like it was going in a direction I didn't totally love, but this episode was definitely very good, and I'm interested to see what happens between Walt and Jesse from here on out. I mean, Jesse too, he's good friends with Mike, so that's not going to play well. But fuck. Cheers to Mike. You were a great character on a great show. You're a favorite of a lot of ours. And by the way, I tried this out today. It's Blue Moon Harvest Pumpkin Ale. It's better than regular Blue Moon, so take that for what it's worth. I'm not a big fan of Blue Moon, but the taste is too creamy. But the pumpkin and the spices in it, and this one make it a little bit better for me. But anyways, that's a whole different note. Interested to see where it goes with Jesse and Walt, and sad to see Mike go, of course. I mean, that guy is Jonathan Banks. You're an awesome actor. Thanks for really making a very special part of the show. Uh, and it was, I thought, a very cool goodbye to Mike. Very fitting for, his character and for Walt's character. And I just love just shut the fuck up and let me die in peace. Put that on my fucking tombstone.